Okay, stats. A couple of things that's going to happen this week. On Wednesday, we will be doing a draft day for the fantasy football. So if you want to get that downloaded onto your phone, it's the ESPN fantasy football. So we will be doing draft day on Wednesday. So tomorrow, what you will look at is different NFL players. Look at their stats. Look at possible players that you want to have on your team. So you can have your phones, you can go get a Google Chrome, start looking at players that you would like to have on your team. So make a list, and then when we draft tomorrow, you can type in those players. I will show you ahead of time before we draft, how to draft, so on and so forth. But today I'm going to have you do a couple of worksheets. One worksheet is based on bias, and it's going to give you different types of examples of whether something is biased or not. If it is prejudiced in favor or against of one thing, it's biased. If it's unfair. So let's say I wanted to survey McDonald's French fries, and I stood out in front of McDonald's and was dealing with a bunch of stuff, trying to survey people outside of McDonald's. That's biased. That means that I'm kind of for McDonald's French fries, because the people are standing right there, and I'm surveying people that are going into that store. So it has to be fair. And if you think anything is unfair in any of those questions that you get on that worksheet, it's biased. If you think it's totally fair, then it's unbiased. And then statistical questions, that's the next worksheet. They're measured. You use stats of some sort. What I mean is you use mean, the average, median, middle number, or the most frequent number. One way or another, it's using stats to determine whether something is or is not a good statistical question. So for example, if I'm looking just at your worksheet that you have to do, which football game had the most touchdowns this season? I would write no. Because yes, it's measured. Okay? It's something that is measured, but they're asking what football game. It has nothing to do with statistics. I don't want to know what game. How many bread rolls did each person at the table eat? Okay, that's a number. You can measure that. You're taking the average amount of bread rolls or the total number of bread rolls each person ate. So it has to deal with a number. It has to deal with a statistic. How tall are the trees in the park? Yes, because you're measuring them. It's something that's measured. And that's what you're going through. Each of these is a yes or no answer. Yes, it's measured. Yes, it has some sort of a value, a numbered value. Or no, it has to deal with telling me what game. It's not measured. Even though the stats are involved, I don't want to know what game. Okay, now if they said total number of points, now you're dealing with a statistical question. Okay, so again, get that fantasy football. It's ESPN. Go to your app store. It's ESPN fantasy football. Get that downloaded, and then I will send out a request probably tomorrow for everybody on draft day, so that we have the time and we can get everybody drafted.